Yes, guys. Welcome back to Bala Sports. How you guys doing? Solo, my guy, man. What's happening, man?
Yo, what's going on, man? There's too much going on, man. You got hockey going on. I mean, we got baseball. You know what? Did you know that the baseball, like World Cup was going on, something like that? The world, whatever they call it?
Yeah, I figured out a couple days
I
ago when I decided
uh
to do some little bet on it. But man, today we're definitely in Bala Sport, man. We're gonna mention all of that, but we're gonna focus on the Sunday. NBA was crazy. We had Luca cooking the Knicks in LA, be putting on a show in Texas, and the Heat knocking off the number one seed against Pistons. What's going on with the Pistons? Can't wait to hear your opinion on that as the number one seed. And the
yeah.
Magic absolutely smacked the Bucks around. We are gonna break all this game down. Actually, we are gonna break all this game down, especially the Lakers taking care of the New York Knicks. Your New York Knicks. Your New York Knicks. A
I
couple
know
weeks
that.
ago, in the last two episodes ago, if I'm not mistaken, you was telling me about how the Knicks got better chance than the Lakers.
I did.
But let's get this thing started, brother.
Guess
What do you
what?
want to say?
And that's still stunned by it.
Like,
Nothing changed. Just because you won, if you beat the Knicks, it doesn't mean you're gonna beat everybody else in your conference.
it's not about beating the Knicks. It's how we beat the Knicks. Talking about the Knicks. So let's get straight to the Knicks versus the Lakers. The Lakers beat the Knicks 110-97, and they did it and they did it with Luca and dropping
LeBron,
35
right?
points, then 8 rebounds while LeBron set this one out. Austin Reeves and Luca Doncic without LeBron's a 9-2. These two duo making something special for us, making us this is the future for the Lakers. So there's no doubt about that. You know what I mean? So you can have three bad defenders and you think things gonna work, you know. But I'm absolutely gonna get to you first because you're a New York Knicks fan. After going a hot streak down beating the Denver Nuggets, what impressive game that was. I was very impressed. But some of your players didn't show up. The guy that got a 5 first round trading for Bridget again, up
Yo,
to
yo, 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 you talk too much about Mikal Bridges, man. You got something
you.
on him, bro. You
This is what I got out of him.
what?
If you want me to be honest with you, bro.
Okay, let me hear it.
I'll
Let
tell
me
you this right now. I want the Lakers to win, of course, because I'm a Laker fan. But I
okay.
picked this guy to score 12 points. He give me 0 points.
He
What
gave
do
you
you
zero.
want to put me to do?
Hold
0 points.
hold up. Let me check the stats. He gave you
Bro,
0 points.
I'ma help you check the stats for this bum ass Knicks. Excuse my language, but the Knicks be always pulling some
Like I was telling you, I didn't watch the whole game. I was just watching clips. I didn't realize he didn't score any points.
and now you
I
laughing.
was I was I was kind
This
of
guy
busy,
is
I was
now you
going back and
laughing, bro.
I was going back and forth, making sure
I'm
I check
glad.
the
Look
scores
at
for
it. Look at this. Look at this. Let's go to Bridget. Where's Bridget at, bro?
yo
Here he goes right there.
yo.
Bridget, 27 minutes, 0 for 6, 0 for 4 from downtown,
Damn.
6 rebounds, 5 assists, two
What?
turnovers, one steal, and he is a -4. He's not the worst when he's on the floor. That's okay, I guess.
Yeah,
But
but yeah,
but
yo,
this is what I got against your boy.
but
Come
check
on
that
now.
out though. Check that out. He had like what, 4 assists, you said? Well,
He has
right.
5 assists. Right
Five
here. My
assists.
bad.
Oh yeah,
Five
yeah.
assists.
Well, yeah. Point for me. I'm getting old, so my eyesight is not great. So you got a point. So
Right
yeah,
here.
five.
Can you
Okay, you
see it?
got five. Yeah, I see. You got 5 assists and how many rebounds? 6 rebounds.
6 rebounds. And
Yeah,
then
I
he's
mean,
-4 over the negative plus the negatives. Yeah,
you
and
know,
then he's not as worse as with OG. OG got 13 points, but he's, I guess 8 rebounds, one
I
assist, and two turnovers.
you
Yeah,
yo, bro, you're right. I don't have an excuse for my boy Mikal Bridges, but he had a great game the previous game though. Like I said in the beginning, man, I think the Knicks got tired, or they probably
there we go.
they overlooked the Lakers. Listen, when you beat OKC, when nah, they don't not when you beat San Antonio and they lose to OKC and then go on the road and beat Denver, one of the favorites. I think by the time they got to play the Lakers, I think their tank was empty, man. They had nothing else to give, and they probably overlooked the Lakers, man. Because if you ask me, out of those three teams they played, San Antonio, OKC, and Denver, and then the Lakers. Let's say if I told you before the games that the Knicks are gonna lose one game or two games, which game would you say they'll lose? You wouldn't say the Lakers. You probably say
And why
San
make you think
Antonio
I
and
won't?
Denver.
Why make you think that I won't say against the Lakers? The matchup do favor the
Well,
Lakers to play against the Knicks because
you
in
are
this game alone, if LeBron was gonna play, no disrespect to LeBron, you're great, but you and Luca and Austin Reeves not just working out the way we expected to work out. Like I
what
say,
do you mean
bad
the,
defense.
the chemistry is not there?
That chemistry's not there. Three bad defense does not look good when you're in the court. maybe 2, because there's another guy that's gonna become there that's gonna come in as a starter when LeBron is not there, which is he's gonna focus more of a scoring because you damn sure know that Austin Reed and Luka is gonna have the ball, especially Luka dropping 35 points and Reed's backing that up with 25 points. So, all around, man, I think this game, while you giving up your excuse, let me give
Can
you my
you can
Laker
you
take.
can you put up that score again? So I want to look at the stats while you talk. Now show me the Lakers stats, please.
I'll show you the Lakers stats right now, my guy. If you want to see the Lakers stats, that's gonna make you happy. I'll show you the Lakers stats. Right now, we're looking at the New York Knicks, which I think that Towns did his part. Which I must tell you this, I must say this aloud.
25
Bronson
points.
Bronson might be the best player, but Towns is the most important player. Now look at the Lakers stats right now. Right? We as a role player getting 13 points. We were aggressive. We were very aggressive. I like what Aiden did from the beginning. He finally show up and he got 20 minutes, 6 point. All day was a 6 point, but he was going after the blocks. He come out aggressive early, putting up
Right.
numbers in, especially on defensive end. That's all we need you to do. This is one of the best defensive game I've seen the Lakers play. And I don't think the Knicks could have handled the pressure or the switch on the pick and rolls the way that Lakers was putting pressure on them. And we spoke about this with Bronx. The Bronx is a small point guard. He is a
Right.
big body dude. Not gonna
Right.
take that from him. But in this game, man, you guys struggle early. From the gate, you guys struggle early. But Luka dropping 35 points, 11 out of 25, 5 of 16 from threes. Yes, 8 of 10 free throws. Luka, dude,
Yo,
this
man,
was a complete
yo,
game
man.
for Luka,
You
man.
you you gotta hold on with that local praise, man.
Why not?
Just last week you were talking all junk about local how you don't play different, you don't do this, and now he give you few more points, and now he look at about local. Come on, man.
You see, I go game by game. When he give me shitty game, I criticize him for shitty games, right? But this is a great game that he played. He controlled the tempo of this game. He pick apart the switches that the Knicks threw it at him. I was expecting the Knicks to be a better and stronger defensive team. Well, I guess that's from the old coach because Mike Brown sure is not he's not prioritizing defenses the way that what's his
Oh,
name
well,
time.
Thibodeau. I don't want to put that on him right away because we've seen this same Nick sometimes play great defensive games, like the game against San Antonio and against Denver. The defense didn't look bad, so it's hard for me to put all the blame on Mike Brown. That's why the defense struggles. But sometimes they do rise up to the occasion and they play pretty good. Now against the Lakers, like I told you, man, these NBA road trips, man, they're not easy, man. You go to Denver, Mile High City, you give it your all, man. You dominate Denver, you beat them, one of the best teams in the Western Conference.
One of
And
the
then you
best
go
performance.
and then you go to LA, you lay an egg. So it happens sometimes. I'm not worried. I'm not panicking about
All
losing to
right.
LA.
So that was gonna be the question to ask you as a Knicks fan. Was this just a bad shooting night, or do you worry about how the team looks against the elite playmaking wings and
No,
guards like Luca and Austin
no,
Reeves?
no, no. And I'm not worried, not even a bit. And I'm not here trying to tell you that the Knicks gonna win the championship, but I'm just saying for this particular one game against the Lakers, I think it was just, a blip along the way. I think they're gonna fix it. They'll be fine. But I've told you all season that I don't think the Knicks have a championship team. I'm sure you remember how many times I've mentioned that to you. They have a team good enough to make a deep playoff run, but
Right.
not a championship game. So this loss against the Lakers, I think is just one of those things. I think that once they come home, they're gonna get it together and win a few more games. I'm just worried that with Tatum coming back with the Celtics, he looked good in the first two games. I'm worried about Boston. I'm worried about Cleveland. I'm worried about Detroit. But other than that, yeah, unless they have something under their sleeves that we don't know about, and they're gonna bring out in the playoffs.
Stop.
Well, I'm hoping they have a secret. I don't know, secret play or
Let
something.
me guess. What you think this is the NFL where they don't where they don't show us all the good call plays because they're waiting
Right,
for the
right.
playoff?
You get
Stop.
you gotta save some for the playoffs. I mean, I
Stop.
don't know, and I know,
But
I know.
but but
Listen,
but honestly though, man, like I get what you're saying, right? Games like this happen with teams, like the San Antonio Spurs game against you guys for a minute. San Antonio is not a bad team, but they just run into a
exactly.
bad shooting night, right? Okay, I agree. But for the New York Knicks averaging over 100 points for the past how many games? They had one of the hottest team in the East coming into this game.
Right.
And the Lakers, I don't know, I heard somebody giving an excuse in it because of the time zone, the time is going back, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you're pro. You can't be giving the excuses. And for your boy Bridget, you seen Bridget had games like this. He's not consistent. For a guy with a 5 first-round pick, he's not consistent with his
Yo,
performance.
man, you always keep bringing that up about his trade value. How many players have been traded for so many players and they lay an egg?
But
Oh,
we ain't talking about the other players. We're talking about Bridget.
man, leave my boy alone, man.
I,
I mean,
I don't want
I'm
you to
still,
take it personal, but
listen.
it's
I'm
the truth though.
listen. I'm still disappointed that he had 0 points. I can't believe that stuff. But listen, it was just one game.
There we go.
I'm thinking he'll be just fine. Look, do you consider Michael Bridge to be among the top 3 Knicks players on the team right now? I don't. He's not even top. I don't think he's even top 4.
But
You
if
got
you're gonna
Jell
give up
you
all
got
that,
Bronson.
if you're gonna give up all that draft pick for somebody that you don't consider him as your third best player, at least
He's not a third. He's
make
not a
make that
third
make
best player.
sense. That's what I'm saying. But if you're
It's
gonna give up all the draft pick for somebody that's not a third best player, though, for real,
it's
that's what we're saying.
it's Jalen Bronson, Towns, and OG. I think those are the top 3 players.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
get
more.
that, but
He's
just try to understand what I'm saying for a minute. You're gonna give a 5 first-round pick to a guy that's not your third best player.
We gave up
I mean,
5.
for you,
I
at
don't
least a
remember.
second pick.
I don't remember how many we gave up.
We see every time when we talk about Bridget, you always talk about what you don't remember. I don't remember this. I don't remember that. But you do remember,
I don't remember how many drop picks we gave up on him. But if
man.
listen,
Stop, bro.
listen, I to be honest, I cannot defend 0 points in 27 minutes.
Thank
I
you.
just can't. I just can't. I don't know what happened. I don't know who was guarding him. I don't know if he was feeling sick, but obviously something didn't click yesterday. I always feel like players like that, you cannot depend on them to produce every night. That's why we need a bench that when nights like this happen, when some of the more dependable players are not producing the way we're used to them
Right,
producing, somebody else can come off the bench. I'll just give you 8 points, 10 points, or something. When I was looking at the stats for the Lakers, every single starter on your team at least scored some points. I think the lowest was like 5 points. I think what Smart maybe scored 5 points.
right. And Smart
But
played well on defense too, man. Like I, I don't like cutting you off, but see how the Lakers play the past. Yeah, defense getting better, and especially in this game, I get New York. New York is one of the hottest team on offense, and to see us go play the way we play on defense, I don't know what's gonna happen next game. I'm not gonna try to so put so much focus on that, but in this game itself, man, I think the Lakers this is one of the best defensive game I've seen, especially playing against the New York Knicks,
yeah,
who have Brunson and Towns doing what they do. For the first time, we could sit here not to criticize Towns, what is weak, what is that. I
he
think he
he
did his part.
he did his part. Yeah, you're right. He did his part. I mean, his stats show that he did his part. I didn't watch the whole game, so I don't know throughout the game if he was doing the right thing.
See, this is the kind of thing right here when me and you get this thing going. I feel like whenever your team just get embarrassed, you always tell me about how you didn't finish the game. You could,
I
if I
didn't.
was a Knicks fan in the first half too, I would be like, damn, I can't watch this shit. That's what happened.
And
When they come to La La Land and get kicked out.
but you know why? Because you had MLS going on, you got this going on. So I have to make sure I go back and forth so at least I can, give my attention to other leagues too.
I got you, man. But I just hope this is a statement win for the Lakers moving forward. I just hope that with defense play that we play, LeBron take your time, and if you don't come back into the playoff, as long as
So
Luca,
why was LeBron not playing? He's injured?
but yeah, I heard his toe, elbow, yeah, whatever it is. But hey, he was I think it was a right run shootout. I mean, right
So
run shoot around. That's when they
so
decided that he wasn't gonna play.
so why are you saying you hope he comes back in the playoff? Is it like a long-term injury or
No, I'm
just
just saying that if Luca and Reeves are 9-2 without LeBron James. The Lakers without 9-2 without LeBron James.
are they?
We are 9-2 without LeBron
Yeah,
James.
but
I think that would be.
you can't put much stock in that. It all depends
I
on the
got.
matchup.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, because like we see it that when you had these three guys playing, that's three
Mhm.
bad defensive plays. Not because LeBron is bad defensive all around his whole career, but we know Luca doesn't play defense his whole career. But
Okay.
and then we see Austin Reed still defense. We don't need Luca to be the best defender. We don't. We just need you not to be bad defender. At least try. We don't need you to be that good. Just try to play. And last night though, he really played hard on defense. He's taking charges. He's out. He's stealing the ball. He's doing everything that need to be done. Like we see it. But then
Well, the only question I have for you, do you expect Reeves to play like that every game?
I
No,
expect Reese. I expect
I
Reese to.
I
I
do not.
expect to because I know he's capable of putting the ball in the net.
Why? There's a difference being capable of doing it or consistently doing it.
I see him consistently doing it when
Great, great, great,
especially in the
great,
beginning of the season.
great players do it consistently. That's why they are great.
Luca and Reeves combo was one of the best two combos in NBA before LeBron came back because LeBron was out. I think for how many games in the
In the
beginning of the
beginning.
season. So yeah, I mean like it's going to happen. I'm telling you, man. After the way we played last night, man, I'm gonna jump on a horse ride and say, "Yo,
Oh
we
my!
could make a deep run here, bro. We
Oh,
can
there we
play
go,
against
man.
anybody. No,
I don't
let
know.
them New York Knicks knows.
I
You
don't
know
know. I don't.
how I feel about the
Yo,
New
man.
York Knicks, bro.
I don't.
Stop.
I don't know what you're smoking. That's not happening, man. The Lakers not making a deep playoff run. It's not happening, man.
You don't know, like we said, like opposite. It's all about the matchups. You
Okay.
always will be about the matchups.
Well, give me the best matchup for the Lakers to make a deep playoff run. Give me a better matchup.
Any team that's not gonna be San Antonio or OKC right away. That's the best matchups. But dude,
I'm
man,
sorry, man. I don't say it, but go ahead, man.
hey, you never know, man. It's a 7 game series, not a one
This
game series,
this
man.
much madness where you win a lucky game and you move
That's what I
on.
just say. It's a 7 game series.
Right.
Adjustments is gonna happen. It is what it is, man. But all this game, like I say though, bro, the look in this game show me though how the future is gonna look like without LeBron James.
Yeah,
And
man.
personally, I respect the guy, but I can't wait to see that happen. You know. But moving on to the next game, bro, man, one of the best young players in the league, man. I think he should be
The
competing with
MVP.
an Ant-Man. What game you think I'm talking about, first of all? I think he should be competing with Ant-Man as the face of the league. The guy is from Paris, somewhere in France. I believe
Uh,
it's Paris. Now
listen,
you know where
listen.
I'm going with this.
And I say it should be the MVP. I
Okay.
I changed my mind. Last week, couple weeks ago, whenever that was, I agreed with you that Jalen Brown was kind of the front runner for a little bit
Right.
because he was doing it for so long without getting help. But I think Wimby, I just saw some stats today. He has more blocks than the two leading blockers of all time in like I don't know in like way less games than they played, and he's just starting. He's only in his second year.
Yeah.
Wimby,
Down in Texas, man, we got a pure Wimby show, man. This guy, I love watching him play. I admire the guy. He could do it all. 22 years old, if I'm not mistaken. But the San Antonio Spurs beat the Houston Texans 145 to 120. Just imagine putting 120 points and still get blown out. Just imagine that. It's an NBA game where you put up 120 points, you still get blown out.
and you know what's crazy? Towards the end of this game, with 4 minutes left, I went on DraftKings, and I said I'm gonna do in-game betting. I'm like,
Mm.
there's no way this game. So hold on, let me look. So it was like it was the over on points. There's like 3 minutes left. I think it was something like, are they gonna score 150 something? Know what I mean, I'm like, ain't no way they're gonna get to that points, man. I put that bet. I went to sleep. Man, I get up. I see a loss. They scored almost like what, like 260 something points combined together. I think what was the score again?
145 to 120.
I was way off. I was way, way, way off. I'm like, man, so Wemby,
Speaking of a
now,
Wimby, bro,
now, now
I gotta show you this. I gotta show you this. I know. Like I keep doing this. I keep showing stats and all that kind of stuff like that. And I'm always be the guy that doesn't look at stats throughout the games because I want to focus on the performance and the movement. But this guy played for 30 minutes, 29 points, and 8 rebounds. He
and
got the
you know what?
steal, and
I know
then
what's even more impressive.
he's
He went
plus
for
27.
no, he went for 9 for 10 on the free throw. We know all the big guys
Right.
in history, the Shaquille O'Neal and everybody else, the Dwight Howards, they were terrible at the free throw line. This dude, man, you know what? This tells me this guy has been a student of the game from since he was little. He has worked
Right.
hard to develop his skills. He just didn't. He just don't use his height as the only advantage. He can shoot. He can rebound. He plays good defense. But so many fans have been saying, well, he needs to get a little bigger and stronger, which I agree. He does needs to get a little bit bigger and stronger. But I think he's already
Right.
doing it right now. Now, you just imagine if he got even bigger and stronger. He has a chance to become one of the greatest NBA players we've seen.
I agree. It's one of those games like I'm not a San Antonio Spurs fan, but I'm a huge Wimby fan, right? So if I gotta put this game into my like how I see it, it's one of the games where you just have to just give credit where credit is due without no doubts. And this one man just dominate. He
Yeah,
did it against the Clippers with a 25-point comeback. You see how emotional he was after the game. It's like, yo, that meant something to him. We heard the stories from Ant-Man about how he took the All-Star series that make him follow the lead. We
right,
could have said, I'm not comparing him with LeBron and KD, but the attitude that he got, you know what I'm saying? We could put him out there like, he's here for a reason. He's here to know that my purpose is that I could be better than everybody that ever played this game. Like
right.
he got the attitude, he got the swag, he got the and when you see him doing them crossovers, I'm like, holy crap. Now, my question to you is that, like, I was gonna ask my buddy this. Shout out to Jermaine, man. You're gonna be in the next episode, my brother, man. I appreciate you. Like, he's a huge San Antonio Spurs fan.
San Antonio?
Yes.
Wow, he's the first fan from San Antonio.
Yeah, I know a few because my little brother is one of them. So,
Oh my
like,
God.
my question is that, like, what we gonna see in Wimby's prime? If he's so if he's so dangerous right now, the way he playing right now in his prime, what like just imagine that. Who's gonna able to stop him?
So he's 22 years old right now. What do you mean his prime? When he's like 24, 25, 26?
When he's
Because
in the game, when he's in the
I
right around that
because
time,
I think he's walking right in his prime right now.
he's still new to the game,
Right.
because
He's walking right in his prime right now. He's showing us this season that he's by in his prime right now. So if he stays healthy, and we know top players like that, they always have back issues and different kind of
yeah,
injuries. If he can
yeah,
stay healthy, yes, he's gonna be a great, great player. But answer your question you mentioned in the beginning about him, he should be the face of the NBA. We know how that works. We're in America, bro. We know how that works. And I won't say nothing. No more. You know how that works. Giannis could have been, Luca could have been, all these are the Joker could have been, all these are great players, but guess what? They're an American.
yeah. I mean, I can argue with that. Shout out to
This-
man. I forgot to talk about one of my favorite, one of my second favorite player, the San
Who's
Antonio
that?
Spurs, man. Castle, my guy.
Oh
He dropped
man.
about 23 points, man. That young cat,
20,
hungry.
how many points he scored?
I think he scored 23 points, if I'm not mistaken. Here you go, right here.
But
I know
I'm
you probably, you probably got a vision problem because you know how
hold
you are.
on, hold up. Where you say 25 points, man? You go
I
score
didn't say
23,
25. I said
score
23.
23.
Yeah, I said 23 points. I didn't say 25.
But DeAndre Fox is, I think he's the heartbeat of that team. He's the point guy. He runs the show. I think
Yeah,
he's probably the most important player on that team, even though Wemby is the best player. But I think Fox is very, very important on that team.
true. I can argue with that, man. He also bring the veteran.
Yo, Bismarck Yamba still playing? Oh
uh,
my goodness. That's why he got 0 points.
y-
He's the only one with 0 points. Look at the stats. He's the only one.
yeah, also my boy Carter Bryant, man. I like the kid's attitude, man. He's really coming up there. But with for the Houston Rockets, man, for me, like to drop 120 points,
And still
and
lose.
I every time when I talk about the Houston Rockets, I always go back to why you guys didn't pick up a point guard, knowing that your point guard is out for the season.
But
I
you
don't
know
care
what?
who could it be, but then
Shout out to OG Kevin Durant, man. Still doing his thing.
right, he's still doing his thing, but I think he looked a little bit.
Slower.
Yeah, I mean, Yole had 10, 12 shots, and I don't know,
I
like,
mean, at this time, at this point in his career, you should never expect KD to be dropping 30, 40 points a night. That time is gone. 23 is good enough. Like you said, I don't know if they need more players on that team. Obviously, I don't think that the championship team right now, even with KD, I don't think they're just not good enough.
yeah.
They're
Well,
gonna make the playoffs. I know
they just
one
need to
thing.
they just need to tie it up on the defense, and
I
they
know
got too
one
much length not to play defense.
hey, I know one thing, they can beat the Lakers.
Yo, this guy, man. But that being said, man, let's move on to the next game, man. A quick take, man. Of course, man, the leaders in the East, man. Miami. The Heat handled the East leaders. Another loss for Detroit again, 121 to 110, and that's not five straight wins for the Heat. And Detroit come in with one of the best records in the league, but physically, I think Miami maxed them in this game, and the half court pressures execution for Miami just bothered them, and we just seen is this where like okay, we've seen everything we could see from Detroit. Now it's coming to the end. Now they're having a bad run as because it's all about momentum in the NBA, and we've seen it happen to you. Sometimes we've seen it in the beginning of the season, sometimes we've seen it in the middle of the season, and then the end of the season, whether it's fatigue or something happened. I mean, what you think is going on with Detroit so far right now
No,
in this?
I mean, I'm not worried about Detroit. They still have the best record in the East, still, even after losing. Like we said, man, they play the Miami Heat. Miami Heat haven't been really good this season, so I'm thinking they just had a bad game.
Right.
One thing I know about the Miami Heat, they are very well coached. Like the Miami team always overachieve. They always make the playoffs and they always play hard once to get in.
Right.
So you can't underestimate that team every time you play the Miami Heat. But I'm not worried about Detroit. I think Detroit is still going to maintain that number one seed because they have so much talent on that team and they're very well coached and they're very physical. Now you said Miami matched them in this game, but I still think Detroit is the best team in the East. Well, I'm gonna wait for Boston because Boston we saw they did beat Cleveland yesterday too. In case
Yep.
we can't forget that. But for right now, man, I'm not worried about Detroit. If I was Detroit fan, I'm not gonna worry about that. I think they'll be fine.
So, how important home field advantage it is for a team like Detroit? Because I think for the Celtics get a home field advantage, that's gonna put set us more as a favorite. Knowing that Jason Tatum just come back, seeing the game against Cleveland, that's two of the best teams in the East going at it. And so how important how important it is for the Detroit Pistons to hold on to this number one seed.
I think it's very important. Like you said, even though they are good right now, they don't have the experience. Yes, they have a little bit of experience, but they don't have much experience in the playoffs. And we all say this, and I think it's true that a lot of our role players always perform better at home, especially
Right.
in the playoffs. No, the game changes. It's different. It slows down. Um, Teams play a different way. So I think Detroit, they do need that home field advantage more than the Celtics or Cleveland or the Knicks, just because I think they need a quick start to the playoff series so
Mhm.
they can build that momentum and have the crowd in. And who knows? They probably can perform on the road too, but I think they do need that home field advantage. If you're a young player, you are new to the playoff, and you don't have that much experience, that home field does really help.
True. Well, we all know that no matter where they play, they definitely going to be the New York Knicks, though. We know that for a fact because it's the New York
Hold up,
Knicks.
hold up. So now this season, the New York Knicks have not been good on the road. So the Knicks are doing their home field advantage too. For whatever reason, on the road they
But
really
you guys are
struggle.
not going to have it against the top team.
Right. We're gonna have it when we in maybe the beginning, but that's by the time we get the second round, well, we never know. Maybe only Detroit and Boston might finish ahead of us. So as long as we don't play those teams, we're gonna have home field advantage. And who knows, we might get hot towards the end and win more games and maybe get a second seed or third seed or a number one seed. It's not over yet. But yes,
All
I do
right.
agree. Then also they do need a home field advantage to play better in the playoffs.
All right, bro, man. Let's move on to the second seed in the East, man. The Celtics and the Cleveland. What again for Jason Tatum coming back, but Jalen Brown is still the man with 23 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists as the Celtics beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 109-98. Jason Tatum, welcome back, brother, with 20 points.
Oh my
6 out of
God.
16. He's still getting there, man. The Knicks worried that Jason Tatum is back. The Knicks should be like, oh my God, we thought we got to worry about Detroit. Now we got Jason Tatum. We got Arden with the Cleveland. This
Yeah, they
actually was
should.
a great game, especially the last 5 minutes of the game. I thought Cleveland was gonna pull it, come back, do a comeback, but every time they get close, Tatum showed up and hit some points, and then I don't know who the hell is this guy is, man, for the Boston Celtics, bro. I don't know. You probably watch the East more than I do
Oh,
because I'm a West Coast guy. But some of these role players that they have in this team, man, it's like, yo, where the hell did they even get this guy from? And I know this dude average. Sam, what's his name? Sam House. Like, bro, he has
Uh,
15 points.
Sam Hauser. Oh yeah,
Hauser,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
I know him. I've seen him because I've been watching. He's one of those players that he won't give you this kind of performance every night,
Right.
but once in a while you'll get it. I'm surprised that he had a game this good, especially that Justin Tenham is back. So obviously, there's only one ball to go around, but I guess he got in his shots and he gave you 15 points, which is pretty good. But Payton, what's his last name?
The guy coming off from the bench.
Right from the bench, he gave you what 18 points. I mean,
Right.
and 16 points from the bench. That's impressive. And we have players like Michael Bridges who is starting the game and scores 0 points. And you
You
got
got a
this
lot of
game.
nerves. Wait a minute. But
You
then
got
you
this.
come at me. You
You
come at
got
me for bringing him up.
you got this guy coming off the bench and give you 18. That's impressive.
It is, though.
But
You
one
got
thing
it.
we know about the Celtics, man, they're always gonna be well coached, and they have the two superstars, Jalen Brown. I won't say Browns, Brown and Jason Tatum. Those are always great players. And you know what? It's so crazy that a couple years ago, if you remember, during free agency, that the Celtics were kind of hesitating to give Brown his contract. Can you imagine if he was on that team right now with Tatum out or these games, they would be down in the toilet. He kept them afloat until Tatum came back from the injury. So listen, I don't like the Celtics. So I hope we play them again because we beat them last year.
You better be careful now. That was last year.
Okay, bring on the Celtics. I'm more worried
Alright.
about Detroit. I'm more worried about Detroit for whatever reason.
Alright, man, let's do a close out shout out to most of the rest of the scores for Sunday Madness. That's what I call it, man, because there's a lot of good basketball games on Sunday, man. I wasn't even missing the NFL anymore, man. It's dead and gone after some of these matchups yesterday, especially the Lakers taking care of the New York Knicks.
Uh,
And then one of the games where like the Magic blowing out the Bucks is nothing surprising. I don't know why Giannis still
I,
haven't come out
I
and
thought
just
yeah,
says,
I thought Giannis was trying to bounce out of minute
that's what
out
I'm
of
saying. I don't
Miami.
I don't know why he don't want to come out and just say, man, there's nobody in the market right now they could get that gonna help you win a championship, man. Don't go to New York Knicks. I prefer you to go to Detroit if that's the case.
Yo, but if you remember, I don't know if it was a tweet that he sent out or something about something about chasing championship or like he got to bring.
But he delivered already. He already delivered, But the New York Knicks could have get him, but they can't. You know why they can't? Because they give up five first round picks for Bridget already. So they don't have no first round pick to give up.
Well, I mean, we could have given up a couple players and a few picks, and I mean, you put in Robinson there, you put in Mikael Bridges in there. I don't know, you make up a trade. But you know
Man,
what? It wasn't possible for the Knicks to get Giannis. I don't think it was possible with you just can't have superstars everywhere. You can't.
He's not. Jack can't do because there's no picks to give unless you give up your whole roster. And what's the point if you're gonna
The
give
whole
up
run,
all over?
maybe a couple players.
I'm not saying a whole mean a whole. It's just a figure of speech, bro. You know that.
But maybe we don't need him.
Excuse me.
We don't need Giannis to win a championship.
All right, let me move on to some of the other games that happened, man. Because it seems like the Mavericks are tanking. The Raptors blow them out 122-92. Another tough night for Dallas, of course, as
How's
always being
how's the
says.
Mavericks? Why they tanking?
Why not? There's no Kyrie. There's no Kyrie. AD was a mistake. He's gone.
You
He's gone for the season. And
they just got number one pick last season,
yeah, Cooper Flag is doing his thing, man. I salute
and
that kid, man. He's a
and
baller.
and they want more.
They do
Who they
want more.
want?
What you mean? What you mean? They want more? Kyrie's getting old, and
They want
AD is gone.
they want.
So why not tank?
Do they want Carlos Booza's son? Because he bought another dog. I watched a couple games. That's what they want.
I don't know, but
Uh,
maybe never know. But or maybe DP from the Jayhawks,
oh, there you go.
Mister.
You on the Jayhawks.
Yeah, the Wizard put up some numbers, but still got smacked.
Yo, hold up. And I thought,
I can't even believe I'm talking about this games, yo.
yo,
This
I,
is
I thought the Wizards were tanking. Didn't they say they're gonna let both AD and Trey
Trae Young.
sit this season and come back next season? And
I
then
thought
I,
AD's.
and then I'm watching the game. I say Trey Young is back. Like, what's going on? And I was laughing the game before yesterday when the Magic were playing the Wizards. I'm like, so you got the magicians playing the Wizards. It was crazy.
There's a lot of team tanking this season, man. I think the NBA need to do something about that. I don't know how, but and I know everybody is a copycat
No,
league, as every sport league is, especially in America with salary caps. We'll see what Oklahoma City's done. Now San Antonio Spurs did it,
why they
but
did?
it's
I think
just
they did something about tanking. Just having a just because you have a West record, it doesn't automatically gives you the number one seed. They gotta do the lottery now, so you can tank as much as you want. You must still not get number one.
yeah, but you get closer to picking number one. I mean, you get closer to the lottery,
Well, you get
the lawyer.
you, you get closer, but if the talent is really really great, that works. But if there's only one or two superstars,
True, true.
then you're not. I remember when the Knicks, which now looking back at it, I don't regret. As a Knicks fans, remember when Zion Williamson was coming out and the Knicks were in the lottery and they ended up picking like fourth and they pick RJ Barrett from Canada,
Yeah.
which he wasn't bad. They traded him to Toronto, but we were looking. I wanted for us to get Zion Williamson,
Hey,
but
for
we
the
did.
marketing, but you never know. Maybe things would have been different. Instead of going to Pelicans where you all is, they cooking all this food. You don't gotta hide food under the bed.
you
You know,
think you think you can concentrate on your skills, on your job in New Orleans. You think you'll be different in New York City?
Whoa, man. No disrespect Zion. Like when Zion's on the court, he's a baller. He ball. He just barely be on the court because like Stephen A. Smith say, you got a drug addicts, you got alcoholics, but you got a food addict
I
in
know.
his small lane.
I'm not disputing his talent. His talent is sky high. A lot of people were saying that was the second coming of LeBron James, right? That's what people
Right.
were
Yeah.
saying. That's
Yeah.
what people were saying. But then look at how many issues he had in New Orleans. So many issues. Coming to come overweight, couldn't stay healthy, all kinds of stuff. So I don't think him being drafted in New York would have changed much. He'd probably be acting the same way. He just his personality, man. He got baby mama drama here and all kinds of stuff. But his talent is great. If he stays healthy and he keeps his weight, I'll still allow him to see him in New York.
Yeah, but he just gotta leave New Orleans. He had to start over somewhere, man. But
But
man, for Bala Sport fans out there, man, this is it for this episode, man. Let me know your comments on which performance impressed you the most for Sunday night. Luka cooking the Knicks, Wimby, Texas takeover, the East
hold on,
statement win over.
hold on, man. Come on, man. I know about the finish. Why you
Yeah,
gotta still look at
like,
cooking the Knicks?
that's what happened though.
No, that's
I know
not
you're a
cooking.
Knicks fan, you don't heard that, but can the fans out there, just
Yo,
tell
man,
me which performance they think was the best? And
yo,
I
that,
think it's Luka cooking the Knicks.
nah, he wasn't cooking nothing. He was cooking African food. So I was
Yo,
cooking the
drop your
Knicks.
team and like tell me who you think. Nah, you got me all messed up. It was cooking
He
African
was
food.
cooking giraffe
Oh,
rice.
Sierra Leone jollof rice, not Senegal.
Not Senegal.
Not
Which one is
Senegal.
better?
Yeah, but please, man,
Oh,
press the like button, subscribe, and tell me what you think is the best performance for Sunday Night Madness. That's what I call it. It was
yes,
a
sir.
great games on Sunday. Thank you guys for watching. Solo, it's always been a pleasure being here, man. I appreciate
Always,
you, my
man.
brother, man. And
My
this
pleasure.
one,
My
man,
pleasure.
this one right here, it's a statement win. The Lakers are gonna go deep, man. We got this.